pyrotechnics. Out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. From UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Calais Campbell on the stop.
1-yard gain. Brings up
the last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And Adams has it complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
Packers.
Now a play fake. Rodgers rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 26. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 23 yards, the final tally.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Mason Crosby to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson, a short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Rolling to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play. And then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off. And he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. The shotgun to give to Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
And the Packer first down.
the gun. It's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there's a bust in coverage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And it's a terrific return here, as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal, trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And that's going to be caught. Oh, one-handed grab there. He's got it for the touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. The 20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a touchdown, Packers. It's Devontae Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
The kickoff for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Mark Andrews, incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Kickoff for Green Bay.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. play fake. Here's Jackson. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Jackson flushed out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 47-yard line.
And Jackson throwing once more, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy. Oh, nice pickup.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second down and goal. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens cut into that lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones 75 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. You think about the great running backs in the game today. I don't know if Aaron Jones is a name that comes immediately to mind, but it should, evidenced by that run there.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you. And let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson now. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Shotgun is Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Get in there, get what you want.
No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing on second down. Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, two-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now he's forced out right. His throw incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, Here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. For all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
And 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers throwing here. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A gain there of 21 yards.
Baltimore Ravens.
Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. First down and more for Jackson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 28 yards on that one. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick here is good. And this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. 13 yards, first down, Packers. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with the big shot down.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the return here will go to the 31-yard.